Hello and welcome back to the Cove with more BattleTech. Well, we have contracts, or at least we could. I had a bit of a look here and it turns out we have a tonnage limit. Yes, I did not happen to notice that, so unfortunately with all this beautiful salvage, we are not able to because we are just 5 tons shy on 2 mechs. Very, very sad. Very, yeah. I would have loved to have been able to do that, but it is what that is. And then on top of that, when we have a look at the other one that's available to us, who would you believe it is up against but the pirate organization? Given so much work that we've made towards becoming friendly, I don't think we could really afford to do this. So we're currently disliked. We need to get to indifferent at the very minimum. So we're going to have to go ahead and disappear from here. So let's not waste a good opportunity though. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to swing down to our weapon systems. We're going to go ahead and purchase all that is available. All of those pulses will be particularly nice. And I believe...
New weapon systems available.
Yeah, and I believe that should be good. So we'll take all of those. Nothing else to really speak about. We'll go ahead and have a look at the mech bay. We might be able to cram them in, so you know what, just give me a second here. I'll have a bit of a look at our mechs and then I'll tell you if I end up substituting anything out for now. Alright, so what I've got here, I have our hunchback. I know it's a bit of a fun project for me at the moment. Again, it's not ideal, but you know, we'll stick with it for now. I've gone ahead and chucked in a small pulse laser as well as 2 smalls. Dropped off 2 medium lasers because, well, we can get more firepower for better heat efficiency. So why wouldn't we do that? So that's what we've done there. That also does mean if we do get into melee, we can actually do some extra damage as well. An extra 20 on those smalls and another 35 with the pulse, which is particularly good. So we'll go ahead and deal with that. That's only going to take 2 days and 2,500 sea bills. And then as for everything else...
Right. I'll get it in the schedule.
I'm not 100% sure what I want to do. I guess we could maybe swap out the ERPPC on the Black Knight, actually. Yeah, come to think about it, it does do some extra damage. So what's that? 65 heat. 65 damage at 45 heat. That is quite a sizable amount. We do have that jump jet as well. Maybe we drop that off. Yeah, maybe we go ahead and clean this up a little bit. Let's drop that ERPPC. That'll give us a bunch of tonnage back. Let's go ahead and see, where is this? We could either go with a large pulse, similar damage, similar weight, but it would have a lot less heat. Or we could go with the ER large laser, similar range, fairly close on, but less heat. Yeah, you know, let's go ahead and throw that on in there. That way we have a little bit of extra range as we close. And then we still have another couple of tons or 2. Let's see, we've got 2 medium lasers, 2 medium... Okay, maybe we do go ahead and throw a pulse on into this. Yeah, I think that's probably advisable. We'll go ahead and throw on the pulse laser. That should be fine. Heat efficiency is still improving. Firepower ever so slightly reduced. And then, let's see, we can keep the medium laser in the arm for extra accuracy. This thing will be fine as it is. What else? We've got 2 more tons to go with. So I guess we need another thing here, or maybe just more heat sinking. I guess we could put one of those medium lasers back. Go for extra heat. Oh, hang on a second. Yeah, so what have we got? We've got 2 heat sinks. Either that or we could do 2 jump jets, put one back and then a little bit extra. You know what? Let's go ahead and deal with heat sinking. I think that's going to be the most advisable thing. We'll go ahead and reshuffle all of these around just because it is that little bit nicer on the eyes. Yeah. I think that's what we'll do. So yeah, we'll swap out that ERPPC. Again, I did like that, but at the same time too, I think this is probably going to get us better return and more consistent firepower. Look at that heat efficiency. That is well and truly up there. So much better. Yeah, okay. I think that's what we're going to do. Let's go ahead and confirm that. And I think that that's all for now. So let's just double check our components. We do still have a few things left. We've got, yeah, that modified AC-10, ERPPC, which is very nice. The large laser, the large pulse. Still not sure where I'm going to put that. The LRM-10. And I think that's about it for our modified stuff. But either way, that'll be enough time for now. We're going to go ahead and swing over to navigation and see where we want to travel next. Yeah, oh, actually, one more thing before I forget. Let's just double check the contracts. There were pirate contracts, but we're not able to do it because we are disliked or we're not liked enough. Yeah, we can't even do the 3 skull stuff. Okay, so we need to find something lower than 3 skulls if we're going to try and improve with the pirates. Alright, so let's have a look at the star map. Maybe we go... Actually, you know what? Maybe we see... What have we got? 2.5. Oh, sorry, 1.5. There's nothing here. 2. I'd like to stick in Federated Sun's territory just so we can get some bonuses, if possible. Oh, actually, we have a couple of options here. We could fly up to here. Black Market. We do have some money. And then, what's this one? A former Star League presence as well. The question is, do we want to come back here when we have better reputation with the pirates so we can get more missions with them? Yeah, because otherwise they're going to be quite high in difficulty. You know what? I think with the money that we have, we're going to go ahead and see if we can find... what's this? We've got half a skull. I guess we could technically scoot on over here. 26 days, 180,000. That would be enough for us to boost our reputation with them. I don't care about the Capellans or the locals. Yeah, I think we start at the bottom of the barrel and we make our way from there. So we're going to spend 26 days in transit. Yeah, we'll deal with some of these things, maybe boost our reputation with the pirates in this unowned space, and then we'll make our way back to the Federated Suns at a later date. Yeah, I think that's going to be the way that we do this. We've still got plenty of money. I believe, what is it? We have how many days? Oh, actually, we'll figure that out. 24 days. Okay, so we'll have to make one payment, but overall I think we'll be fine. Alright, the warning. While in Robstart, you get a message from the commander of another mercenary company passing through. Well, after some formalities, the message gets straight to the point. My boys tell me that you have Archangel on your crew. As one commander to another, I need to tell you that Archangel is not a good hire. To be blunt, he's a thief and a backstabber, and only common decency had me leave him on a station instead of booting him through the airlock when I fired him. Be careful with your crew, and keep in mind that a MechWarrior with a bad reputation can bring down the reputation of the whole outfit. Let's see, let's have a look. He does have a criminal background, he's a little bit reckless, but he is brave, lucky, and from the periphery, and he's not a bad pilot. Maybe we talk to him? Yeah, you know what? We'll find out if it's worth pursuing. Yeah, we're not going to fire him for no good reason because we do like him. Let's just talk. Archangel leans back in his chair and laughs. That commander really has it in for me. Yeah, I got a history, but I got fired from that outfit for refusing to follow stupid orders. I guess I set a bad example to the other pilots. Hey, thanks for asking me about it instead of just believing him. I knew you were a good one. He is now dependable. Okay, that is good. That is what we want. Alright, so, yeah, we're going to have to go ahead and pay for some of our basic finances. We're going to have to pay for a new upgrade as well.
That job you asked for, Commander.
Definitely burning through a little bit of money, but you know what? We'll focus on a lot of reputation and a lot of money when we first get to this new pirate sector. And I feel like if there's a couple of quick jumps between things, we should be able to just stack some cash and yeah, build up that reputation bit before we have to deal with too much. Alright, so 3 more days on the training module. Well, at least that means we do get a nice benefit from that. And let's see. Oh, Solaris Championships. Okay, so Darius stops you by your quarters to recite an invitation. On behalf of our barracks denizens, I am formally charged with requesting your attendance at an assembly of the MechWarriors in the lounge this evening. Libations will be consumed alongside a screening of the recent Solaris Championship. In a less official tone, Darius adds, Archangel managed to pick up an official holo vid somehow. I expect that our MechWarriors are going to watch the fight and get very drunk. Sure, we'll go ahead and accept the invitation. So as you arrive in the lounge, you catch Cheese Goblin mid-complaint. Come on, we all know it's going to be Norton again. It's never not Norton. Archangel elbows him to stop and he nods to you. We're just about to get started, Commander. Take any seat. The Solaris Championship is about as one-sided as expected, but the real highlight of the evening occurs when Archangel drunkenly explains how he would have beaten the Grey Norton in a one-on-one duel. Morale has increased and Archangel is apparently a drunk. Okay. That is good to know, I suppose. Alright, well, much of a muchness. Alright, so how much further have we got to go? Alright.
Upgrades you asked for are online, Commander.
There's our training. Okay, so our financial report is right before we land. I guess that's not the end of the world. We could also... Yeah, morale 28. Actually, it wouldn't take much for us to move into the next bracket, but I think... Yeah, we'll see how all things play out. Let's go ahead and check out the ship upgrades. Again, we don't want to spend too much unnecessarily. I'm thinking... What do we have? Oh, actually, you know what? We could go for the pool and boost that up. That does add on a bit of our average costs and all, but yeah, 720,000. A bit more expensive, but that would allow us to improve our drive upgrade. Yeah, I think that's actually going to be good. That means we can spend more time on planets and less time traveling. And realistically, I'm fairly happy with our morale, and we are slowly increasing over time. So let's just focus the high-capacity power conduits. And that should be a decent choice. And then from there, we'll deal with some recreation. We will fix up the med bays, but at the same time too, there's fairly minimal benefit at the moment. We have enough pilots that an injury here nor there is going to sink us. So I guess we'll just keep on moving. Alright, so any more jumps? Maybe one more? Okay, well at least we're close to the jump point. That is good to know. It should only take us... what, a day or two? Let's just see. The answer is yeah, about 3 days away from the jump point. That's fine. Alright, so expenses are expenses. We're just going to pay them as is. We technically could save a little bit of money, but it's not going to be that much in the scheme of things. I'd rather just keep our morale decently high. And now we can finally land. And, I don't know, maybe even pick up a contract, because I'm itching for a fight. So, let's go ahead and visit the store, just in case. You never know what we may want to pick up. Irby's, Victor's. Victor could have been nice, but they've only got one part there. Coil L, never really used those. PPC, ooh, snub PPC. Yeah, that's not bad. That could be useful. Other than that, just ammunition. Okay, so much of a muchness. Let's get to work. We'll buy it if we really want it, but I don't think we really need it. Alright, so Comstar, yet again, throttling our bandwidth, and there we have it. We can finally do things. So, oh dear. Pirates? I could have sworn that this said that there were pirates in the area who would do... Okay, planetary government. Alright, you know what? We can at least improve our position with some. Yeah, we're gonna have to just go ahead and be choosy as to which ones we take. So, what do we start with? Maybe we go for... Actually, hang on a second. Let's just double check. We've got you. That's against the pirates. We'll ignore that. Planetary government. Alright, let's go ahead and boost up this. It's an ambush convoy. That's planetary government. Yeah, most of this is against the planetaries. Alright, you know what? Sure, let's go for an ambush convoy. Money is minimal. Salvage is alright. Honestly, I think we just go for salvage. Yeah, that's a little bit funny, but I guess that's what we're going to do. 3 and 12 or 3 and 15. Realistically, we could just maybe boost up our supplies, because again, what's that? 17, that's like 40,000. You know what? We'll take a full mech. We'll take a little bit of money. That'll be fine. The Capellans will be happy, I guess. We don't need quite so heavy mechs, so let's drop those. Let's bring out our fire starter. That thing's pretty good. We'll bring our Phoenix Hawk, and I think we bring the Assassin. Yeah, it's only one scale of difficulty. That should be fine, but this is ambush convoy. We'll have some capping. We'll have some maneuverability, some light counter, and same with a fire starter. I think that's as good as we could realistically ask, although I will chuck the good old cheese goblin into that, and Hawk, you can take the assassin. I think, yeah, we'll continue to boost you up there. Alright, I think that's a good play. Let's go ahead and dive on in. Alright, so let's see exactly what kind of an ambush. Now, we are in the desert, which is going to make us a little bit more toasty, but I'm pretty sure that should be much of a muchness at this point. I think we're going to have some very solid firepower, so yeah, I'm not too concerned. Okay, so here is our debriefing. So our objective is to go ahead and destroy the supply convoy and escape, and a bonus for the guards. The local government control of this world is nearly absolute. We've identified a point of vulnerability. However, they move supplies and weapons by convoy, and those convoys are lightly defended with a single lance of mechs. If we destroy enough of their supply convoys, their other operations will be weakened enough for our forces to move in and take advantage of their fragility. We don't want to tip our hand, however, so we'd like you to engage in a little guerrilla warfare on our behalf. Okay, solid plan, Commander, as long as they're right about the defenses being light. Well, you know what, even if they are wrong, I'm not that bothered. Okay, this is as close as I can get without tripping nearly every early warning system in the area. If you move up, you should be able to see the targets. The escorts are optional, Commander, but knocking them out would make our employees happy, and we'll get a bonus. Alright, once you've wrapped this up, I'll pick your lance up at Darius. Do you see those engine signatures? Affirmative, my Commander. Be warned, there may be additional enemy forces in the field. Yes. Alright, well, no big concern of us. Let's go ahead and we're going to scoot up to as close as we can. Looks like they're going to be further down. This is actually really nice. We should be able to get a good position on them. Yeah, we'll move... Doesn't technically... Oh, there is road in here somewhere. I guess we'll go... Move up.
I've got eyes on the target.
Alright, so, he says we've got eyes on the target, but I am yet to see them. Convoy, escorts, oh, and, that's the denial zone. Oh, okay. Yeah, okay, glad we're coming through here. Okay, they're gonna pop up over this crest. We're gonna take some pot shots and whatnot. I think we'll be fine.
You got it.
And then our fire starter, oh, wait.
Bandits.
We have contact. Alright. Well, again, not much trouble to me. Let's go... Let's just move this way. We should be fine. Alright, first things first, what do we see? Not much. Alright. How about we reserve then? A 20-ton mech. Okay, well, even their recon hasn't caught up to us. We'll let their bigger... yeah, their big vehicles move up, but again, I'm not concerned.
Standing by.
Rannick, you're not going to get any... Oh, you could technically get line of sight, but again, that's fairly nominal.
You have orders?
Cheese Goblin, we could technically get some eyes on them. You're on the Phoenix Hawk.
Confirmed.
The Assassin, though, we've got some good maneuver here. Yeah, maybe we move up with the Assassin first. And then we follow up with whatever else. Oh, we could even jump up close. That's not a bad plan. Okay, so
Skipper.
let's go Assassin first. We'll zip on. We'll zip on up over here. We'll try and keep a little bit of terrain
Copy
between
that,
us,
Commander.
just so nothing too crazy happens. We get to ignore 3 evasion. Unfortunately, only the SRM2 and medium laser will hit. So, yeah, we're not taking out a leg, but, you know, we'll do with what we get, what we can.
Yes, Commander.
Let's see. We could go ahead and then sensor lock this thing. Actually, we possibly should have done that in the first place. But you know what? I think we go ahead and sprint instead. Actually, you know what? At that point, we should be moving last then. Yeah, so Cheese Goblin with the Phoenix Hawk. We can jump fairly close. Again, those odds are fairly horrendous. And then we can move up medium pulse. You know what? It's 40 damage. Get some bonuses. I guess we'll go for it. It's not like it's going to generate any heat for us this turn. Yeah, and we missed. Ah, well.
No damage detected.
Ready for orders.
Alright then. Well, let's
Reporting.
go. What do we have? 70%. You know what? That's not terrible. If we move over here, what else could we do? It's 50s from back there. Aye. Actually, you know what? No, we'll jump up anyway. We can always melee and destroy some of those vehicles. That'll be the
Engaging
quickest way to
jump
do it.
jet.
Alright, let's go ahead and target this thing.
I understand.
Alright, there goes an arm. There goes 2 arms.
Solid connection on that one.
Partial torso.
Yeah.
And then, yeah, let's just go ahead and sprint this thing down. Do we take cover? Eh,
Let's move.
I doubt it's going to be much of an issue to us. Alright, first things first, what do we see? A tiny 30-tonner. We can move the fire starter in, but I think we'll try and let our heavier friends take the brunt of the damage. So we will reserve for a second. Teeny tiny little locust. He's trying to ankle tap us as we walk.
Damage is light.
Yeah, well, that's not going to get you very far.
What do you need?
I guess we could just make that thing go bye-byes. You know
Yes,
what? Our
Commander.
evasion is also really decent. You know what? I think we just let them come to us. A little bit of damage isn't going to be the end of the world. Yeah, we're going to be fine. So let's go ahead and reserve. Clearly, whoever is coming from the denial zone, we're not going to have to worry about them having LRMs. Otherwise, I'm sure they would have already fired some shots. Yeah, I think we're
Try
all
aiming
good.
next time. See what you get.
All right, well, bit of
Awaiting
sus there. Let's move.
Yup.
All right, let's see. Let's get that fire starter up into position. We'll go. You know what? We may as well point blank whatever we can. We've got the weapons for it. All right, so there's a tag, a striker, a scorpion. So you. Ooh, a UAC 5. That could be fun to salvage. Yeah. All right. So where is the UAC 5? Up in the turret. Okay. Let's just not hit that, and we should all be good. Let's go ahead and I don't know. We'll target the striker first. We've got a solid amount of damage. What's that? 65, 85. Another 4 MGs. Oh, so that's another... Wait a second. 65, 85, 110. It's like a good 150 damage. Technically could be enough, but maybe we go ahead and just focus on the one that's more easily killed by us.
All weapons
Primary target
committed.
is damage, Commander. Keep it up.
And
Primary
there it
target is
goes.
damage, Commander. Keep it
Enemy
up.
unit destroyed.
Alright, so that's down. Alright, we do still have that locust there. Does have a medium laser.
Commander.
It is what it is. Let's go cheese goblin. You know what? We could just go ahead and use our jump jets, and I reckon we take... Actually, what have you got? You've got an SRM-6. You know what? That's fine. Let's go... Let's move this thing up. We'll target the Scorpion. We'll try and get that destroyed first because it's got the UAC-5. We can chase everything down. That thing's got to run... The Striker's got to run past us, so it's not going to be much of a concern. But this thing, we might be able to salvage. Yeah.
I have a good feeling about this.
Oh. I stand corrected. 2 points of damage. Good grief.
Good to go.
Alright, well,
Ready to rock.
let's bring our assassin up and around. We'll go... I guess we can put a whole heap of damage on you. We could possibly send some SRMs over there. Alright, so what we're going to do is I think we send an SRM over here, because that's likely to hit. And then the rest goes against the other. Yeah, that'll be what we do. We'll send the SRM and hope that the odds are in our favor.
I'm on him.
Again, we're not going to kill the striker. We know that. Probably could have come in for a melee, but again, I'm trying to keep this... Okay, you know what? Should have just meleeed. It's
Receiving you.
fine. Alright, you my friend. Do we just annihilate just because we can? You know what? We got the resolve. I guess it can't hurt.
Coordinates received.
Sorry, I guess it can't hurt us. You know what, this thing's annihilated anyway. Let's just go for a regular attack. We'll save the heat from the AC-20. That'll do.
Firing.
Alright, escort down. Bonus is ours. Now let's take down that convoy. Alright, so whereabouts are you? Firestarter. Guess we could... let's see, realistically we could probably melee with everything. Let's see, what's number 3? It's this one here, the Scorpion. Yeah, maybe we just move on up and then we just melee with the remainder. Yeah, I suppose so. Alright, so let's see, that's got 40 points of damage. No, maybe we just finish this off with machine guns. Yeah, that way we're less likely to destroy where the UAC is located. Yeah, I think I'm happy with that, because any of these is 3 points of damage apiece. So, we'll definitely hit it.
Engaging target. Warning. Enemy
I've got eyes
reinforcements
on hostile
detected.
reinforcements. They're heading your way.
Okay, well, that's not a big issue for us. They can drop on in, because their friends are dropping off. That's fine. Alright,
Aye, aye.
let's go Cheese Goblin. We can go ahead and melee. We've got some delightful melee there. Sure, let's go ahead and cool you back down. Big squish. And it's not like he doesn't have a lot of maneuver anyway,
Reporting
so
enemy
he'll
vehicle
definitely catch back
eliminated.
up. And then
Waiting for
Hawk,
orders.
you can... Yeah, I think we can just crush that thing and use those small lasers in case you know, have a
Method
statistically
inbound,
unlikely
Commander.
event.
I'll meet you at the LZ.
Alright then. Well, you know what? We're here for
One more
salvage.
for the trash
I don't know if we're going to get too much. We may as well go ahead and destroy them all. A little bit of extra money will never go astray, even if it is just a couple of thousand sea bills.
Confirm.
Primary
alright.
target on screen, Commander.
Contact is there, 30 tonner. Let's get to the road. Yeah.
Yes, Commander.
All right, we'll get that assassin up and running,
I'm there.
and our fire starter can follow. Good luck to them trying to shoot us. That's a lot of evasiveness we have. All right, what pops around the corner? Nothing of note. All right, do you have friends? Come on, anyone else?
Yep.
Maybe not. All right then. Let's
might I help?
go with.
What are your orders, Skipper?
Let's move the assassin up first.
Roger that, Commander.
Go ahead and focus fire on you.
Firing.
Doesn't do much of anything, but it does get rid of that final bit of evasion.
Aye, aye.
Ranak. Sure, let's go ahead and let's see if we can use a
Location
precision shot.
confirmed.
We've got ridiculous amounts of resolve. Oh, there we go. Sorry, hang on a second. That's the wrong spot. Turns out when you sneeze, you don't always click where you intend.
Target confirmed.
Alright. Got a good shot or two, but not
Nice. Got past his armor.
the kill. Oh wow, okay, so we clearly missed with the AC-20, otherwise that thing would be in
You have orders?
much fewer, yeah, much less, be a lot less put together. That'll do, that'll work.
Here we go.
Alright, oh, that was jumping. I meant to sprint you, that was my bad. And then, what have we got? Medium pulse. You know what, I may as well just sprint up here and we'll take some cover. I think that's the better play. There we go. We are, after all, in the softest mech. Alright, first things first. What have we got? Medium pulse. Oh, actually, hang on a second. How much MG ammo have we got? We've only got enough for 50 rounds. That's what, 30, 45. So we have one more round of MGs, and then that's kind of it. Huh. Alright, well, if we're going to do it, we may as well focus it all on one target, hey? I don't think that there's anybody else.
All weapons committed.
There we go. Is that the last one? I believe it is.
Enemy mech destroyed.
Okay, all targets eliminated. Yeah.
Mission successful.
When we only had the singular locust as the escort, I wasn't exactly expecting many friends and reinforcements. They might have done so, but again, it's only a 1 difficulty mission, so I'm not super concerned. But hey, salvage is salvage. Money is money, so 80,000, you know, I guess we'll put it towards some expenses. Everyone got a kill, everyone got some XP. Quite delightful. And no bother. I really wanted that UAC-5 to have survived. That is annoying. Alright, well, you know what? It is what it is. We'll take the LRM-15. I guess that's the best value for money. We got most of everything. Not a huge concern, but oh well. I guess we must have destroyed the turret first. Yeah, I was trying to avoid that, but at the same time too, you know, it's the one time you don't commit all of those scatter weapons and whatever else, you always roll away from what you're actually planning to hit. It's very annoying when that's the case. Alright, well, either way, we will, I think we'll leave things there. We might do a couple of episodes. Oh, sorry. We might do a couple of contracts in the next one, maybe 2 or 3, just so we can be done with where we are and maybe fly to a better location, because good grief, I am remarkably upset. Yeah, look at that. Active factions. So I would have sworn that if they were active, we probably would have had a mission for them. I guess I was wrong. Yeah, we'll just have to play it by ear and see if we can figure this out later. Maybe we'll head to Herodotus or Mandalis or something, who knows. But either way, we'll figure that out as time goes by. So if you do want to see that, be sure to hit that subscribe button. It is the best way to catch all future content, and I'll see you next time. So until then, thank you for tuning into the Leviathan Cove. This is the Leviathan signing out.